Alright, make sure you hit that notification bell, people. Ding, ding, ding. Alright, well, this came up the other night. How much water change is too much, people? Um, well, I mean, there's thousand different things in here. Too much water change a bad thing. You know, what is the, excuse me, the perfect percent? And then you can go into, you know, some of these other things. Don't permit, uh, don't change too much water in time. Let's conduct an emergency. 20% of the volume. Otherwise, you risk stressing the fish out. And all this and that. I'm going to tell you right now, with, okay, I'm only going to do guppies. That's all I know. Guppies and Plecos, okay? Um, I regularly do 50% water changes. It's not that bad, people. It doesn't upset the maintenance of the aquarium. It gives them fresh, you know, you move the nitrites, or nitrates, sorry, nitrates. Um, you give the fish a whole lot of things. Plus, you give your plants some new things. You know, the minerals that they need to kind of keep growing. Um, so I'll show the video here in a few minutes on, how I do it. But a lot of these things from fishlore.com and all this stuff, um, I, I wouldn't believe it, you know. Um, Now, if you got an ammonia, sorry, googly muggly, um, that's your own private problem there, because if you got ammonia, then that means you had nitrites and then nitrates to boot, okay? So that's a problem with these fish lore things. I'm going to do a video on that pretty soon. On people are silly, man. They don't really even have a clue on how they're keeping fish. But anyway, I'm going to jump off here, get to the video. Um, Ammonia drops to appropriate. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, people. I've got literally, if y'all are watching me for the first time, I've got at least 10 videos on how to cycle water. At least. Okay? So, anywho, that's the end of that. Later. Alright, well, this question came along that I was looking up. Are 50% water changes too much? Okay? We got 33 gallon. That's 50% down there. 50 there. I say no. I think where you run into issues on a lot of these type of tanks, whether it's a 10 gallon, a 20 gallon, a 40, a 75, 50% is not a ton, people. Okay? It's not. Let me go ahead and hit the fill button here. Alright, there you go. Now, what you have to watch out for probably is more of, okay, my stored water is what, 68? Yeah, not bad. The tank water, 71. Now, I just filled that tank down there. I expect it to be cooler. 72. So actually it rose a little bit. Where typical tank 77. This one's low because I'm not sure the heater's working. 71. You blast that one. 76. So yeah, they should be higher. But as long as your stored tank water is not more than, I don't know, 5 or 6 degrees off, I don't think it's a big deal. 50% water change does a whole lot for your tank. It adds nutrients. It adds all kinds of neat little beneficial things. It's just not that harmful. How often should you do it? That's a question. Normally, most people would pull up a test kit here and look at right there. That's your magic number, people. Nitrates. Not nitrites, not, because your ammonia should be 0, your nitrite should be 0, your nitrates. Once you get in about the 40 parts per million, probably a good time to do a water change. Uh-oh. I'm going to have to cut this off here very shortly so I don't flood it. Oh, I've done that before. Went to go to the bathroom or something else and flooded the freaking entire... Alright. Okay. Another note. Okay, you notice how this tank is higher and this is lower? Okay? But if you're filling a lower tank, even if you cut off the pond pump, people, guess what? That is higher than the lower. Even if you cut off the pond pump, centrifugal force or whatever you want to call it's going to keep, you know, chasing water. The same thing if I don't cut this off and put it down in the pipe down there to unload, this thing will start naturally draining. Yeah, let me get right back with it. Tux, get out of the dirty water. What's wrong with you? Oh, cats. You little rescue cat, you. Coming off the back porch. How many hundreds of dollars we spend giving you shots? And what are you doing? Tux. Yeah, what are you doing? You're being a bad boy. Came in from the outside, gets along with the other 2 cats inside. He wasn't even neutered. So, he had to be neutered. I don't think he had fleas. Approximately 2 years old. Whatever. Anyway, let me get back on task. Alright, let me cut this off because I can't put this down there and, you know, do whatever without it drain out. Alright, again, that was 50-50. That needs a good change, I believe. There's some neat little male guppies that'll be for the all-male guppy sale coming up next year when I start shipping again. But anyway, that's what rollers, people. See that? I can easily move it. If you're new to my channel, and I had a water spigot installed. It's just cold water, but it doesn't matter because I fill up this 33-gallon. I let it sit for about a week, and yeah, Scott, I still treat it with Prime. Got a couple bottles of 500 milliliters left. It only takes a few drops. I've got videos on how much to drop in there. I used to have a chart up here. Oh, there it is. There's a chart. Okay? Tells you exactly how many gallons, how many milliliters. 30 gallons is only 3 milliliters to treat the entire thing. It holds 33, close enough because it sits for a few days. But we'll start changing some of these 20s out. Yeah, I still do about a 50% water change, roughly. I know with 33 gallons, obviously, 10 gallons 5, 10 gallons 5, 20 gallons 10, and 20 gallons 10. Well, 10, 10, 5, and 5 equals 30. So that means I get roughly out of this, I change 4 aquariums a week. And then I've got our 20, 20, 20, 20. You can't see those 2 20s. Now, the other 10-gallon that's in my bathroom, I do that by hand.
And the upstairs 29, I do that by hand. But anyway, it's kind of the way I'm going with it. Oh, that's some neat little color there. Look at that. See? This is what happens when you mix a lot of pure breed guppies together. You get some neat colors you will never, ever, ever see. Never seen that color before. And some of the others. So, I'm gonna keep working on it. At this point, I'm not selling any fish at all. It's winter. I'm just gonna breed all these characters out, see what happens. Cool name of this aquarium. Might be hard to see. I get some babies. Okay. Now, sadly, in this aquarium, these are supposed to be the red. Oh, googly moogly. I'll have to get back with the person involved. These are supposed to be a rebreeding project, and I've only got one female left, and I believe there might be a baby in there. These were a Luke Roebuck line, I believe. So what I might do is introduce a few random males from the purple line in there, probably from that tank, and see what happens. But anyway, I'm gonna jump off here. I know I've been yammering and yammering and yammering, but I don't know, got a lot to do. Tux does not help out at all. No, you don't. You want to get it on the tanks, you want to lick the water it spills. Again, how many of you people, if y'all have a fish room and have carpet, man, you have got to spill some water. I spill it all the freaking time. Let me jump back to this tank real quick. These half-black reds are still breeding pretty freaking true. I know, y'all are hungry. Breeding really true. Not so much with the half-black blues. Not so much with these guys. They look good, some of them. But none I would sell. So I might maybe throw a male or two with that female in there and see what happens. I don't know. We'll go from there. These guys are fairly true. Alright, later, dogs. Thanks, watch. So hit that notification bell, people. Ding, ding, ding. Subscribe. And I'll be with you here in the near future. Later. Bye, Tux.